goodness, look who it is, y'all. It's our girl, Cash Money G, Fani Willis, with her boy, Nathan American Pie Wade, at LAX airport. I got the entire footage. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Cash Money G? Smile for the camera, Fanny. Smile for the camera. I'm going to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I'm gonna make you into an orange jumpsuit, cause prison's where you belong. Holy macadamia nut. Disgraced District Attorney Fanny Cash Money G. Willis caught red-handed on surveillance camera at LAX airport. I'm gonna share with you everything after she said their relationship ended. She has committed. You know what this means? I'm going to tell you what this means. If you're already ahead of me, perjury, hello, ding, 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 ding. Tell them what they want, Bob. A brand new car. But wait, there's more. Okay, the only way that this story is really going to have some interest is we got to go a little bit back. I'm going to play a couple of clips where she quite literally, we all knew it, but she quite literally committed perjury. This is where we actually got the moniker Cash Money G. A lot of people ask me, hey, Nez, why do you call her Fanny Cash Money G? Because of this clip right here. Check this out.
So let's talk about both of those. I know he initially paid for it. Did you pay him back?
For the cruise and for Aruba, yeah, I gave him his money before we ever went on that trip.
You gave him cash before you ever went on the trip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so when you got cash to pay him back on these trips, would you go to the ATM?
No, lady.
You would not go to the ATM?
No. In my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house of cash. At all times, there's going to be cash in my.
So you notice the way that she just kind of looked at, so Ashley Merchant is the one asking the questions here, right? So you notice the way that she just kind of scoffed, like, no, lady, I don't go to ATMs. Like having a checking account. You're a professional who's been living in the world for God knows, I think she's like 54 or 55 years old. And she scoffs at Ashley Merchant like, you mean how dare you? How dare you label me as somebody who would have a checking account? Like that's some kind of insane impossibility. Like that's so out of box. Somebody would actually have a legitimate checking account. I don't know anybody on planet Earth. Even my kids have checking accounts. If you don't have a checking account, if you only deal in cash, let me know in the comments down below. I'm genuinely curious. But this is where I got the name because she says, no, lady, I only deal in cash. And if somebody wants $1,000, I hand them a G. And then listen to this. She continues.
My house or wherever I'm laying my head.
The money that you paid Mr. Wade, the cash.
$500 or $1,000.
Okay. I got to remind this a little bit. So she says, wherever I'm like, well, let's go back to this. She says, no, lady. Let's go back to this.
No, lady.
You would not go to the ATM?
No. In my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house of cash. At all times, there's going to be cash in my house or wherever I'm laying my head.
The money that you paid Mr. Wade, the cash, in October of 2022, you do not know where that money came from?
I do know where it came from. It came from my sweat and tears.
So she said she had $15,000 in cash. Like, look, I got cash in my house. Maybe you do too. Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt there, even though you know her attitude is so nasty, reminiscent of Ghetto Crockett, who we had yesterday in yesterday's video. And I got another one coming out today, by the way. Ding, 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 ding. Hit that subscribe button, follow, thumbs up. I got another one, a juicy one coming out later. I have some cash. But you mean to tell me that you don't have a checking account? You don't go to the ATM. For some reason, a bank is off limits to you. Your district attorney, the highest attorney in the land in Fulton County, the biggest county in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? And you're telling a court of law, you're acting like a bank is some kind of weird supernatural anomaly, right? So that's where we got the Cash Money G. That's where we got the Fani Willis. And that was basically her way of lying, her way of covering. And she also worked it out with Nathan Wade. I'm going to show you a clip of that. She was lying and covering so that there was no paper trail, there was no transaction trail of her paying Nathan Wade with taxpayer money to go to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I'm gonna make it. Here is a clip where Sadao is trying to drill down specifically when the relationship ended, and this is where the real perjury kind of begins. Check this out.
Ended, you left it in August of 2023. That sound right?
That's the hard conversation. That's not the.
We've covered this. Next
What
question.
kind of response is that?
And you characterized it as a tough conversation, correct?
Yes.
That's a weird
I'm
facial
not going to
expression.
get into the conversation per
We
se.
should.
Well, if he doesn't want to, we won't go there. So, Mr.
What is
Sadao,
wrong
next
with this
question.
woman?
You know, it's kind of hard to say no when you've got that opportunity. But all I'm going to say is, was it pre-indictment in this case?
So,
We know the timeline that the indictment was delivered.
but
actually,
and so that we're
I'll give you
clear,
that.
the physical relationship ended pre-indictment.
And is that when you were talking about the tough conversation?
But I'm not sure that the tough conversation didn't happen until after, but the physical relationship. So I'm sure if you ask Mr. Wade, because he's a male, he would say we ended June or July because physical contact ended then. Just in my mind, being a woman, it's over when you have that like hard conversation. I just think women and men think differently.
And I think the answer, Mr. Sadao, to your question was she's not sure whether it was before or after the indictment.
Well, I'm not sure that was her answer, but let's see if I can get specific.
That is what I said.
Well, actually, it's not.
That's what I said.
I'll let you. Next question, Mr. Sadao. If you need to clarify.
Want to say one more? The romantic relationship ended before the indictment was returned, yes or no?
To a man, yes.
What the hell does that
To a man,
mean?
yes. To you, no?
She's explained this, Mr. Sadao. She's
Well,
explained
see,
it.
McAfee's on her
And
side.
did the forthcoming indictment?
Okay, I have to say this. McAfee is, first of all, I mean, we've talked about this many, many times, but McAfee is an absolute travesty. But he's like helping her along. She is acting so. This is prosecutorial misconduct to the nth degree. She's acting very, very lacking any forthcoming, unprofessional, untoward, baiting, mocking, condescending the attorneys who are trying to literally work for their clients' lives right here, their reputation, their everything. And this is how she's acting, as McAfee is allowing it.
Have anything to do with that? Or was it just a coincidence?
Mr. Let's go on and have the conversation.
I've just asked you whether or not it was a coincidence.
Had absolutely nothing to do with this. It's interesting that we're here about this money. Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. We would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal.
Then why do you hang out in airports? Why are you continually showing up and going out with him in public? It's obvious the relationship is not over if that's how you feel about him. By the way, this was back in February of 24.
I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question at all.
Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
No.
Sure.
But I'm sure we'll talk about it further.
No, we're not going to talk about it further.
All right, no back and forth, Mr. Sadao. Next question.
Okay, so we have that debacle, right? Apparently it ended in 2023. Apparently it ended before the indictment, I guess. We don't really know for sure. Now check out Wade over the summer. This is Nathan Wade over the summer on CNN. I shared this in a video earlier in the last year, right when it happened, essentially. And he gets called off in the middle of the interview by his attorney. Watch this.
Just to clarify, when did the romantic relationship between the two of you start?
Yeah, so, you know, we get into, there's been this effort to say that
He's such a liar.
These exact dates are are at issue, and these exact dates are. I'm getting signaled here.
Yeah, you better get your story straight, brother. So his attorney comes in and says, no, you can't talk about dates, brother.
Okay.
Because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You got to get your lies straight. Let me help you with your lies. Come on over. Let's huddle up. Let's huddle up so I can help you with your lies, brother. So they go off and huddle for a while. Caitlin Collins just sits there, stupefied. He's like, okay, so what you're going to say is, remember, we said it ended here. Remember, this is when you got paid. This is when you stole from taxpayers. This is when you shouldn't have had a relationship with that cash money G. This is when you shouldn't have gone to Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I'm going to make ya. Okay, watch this. This answer when he returns is so pathetic.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Just to revisit the question, it was to clarify when the romantic relationship started and when it ended.
Sure. So, I believe that the public has, through the testimony and other interviews, the public has a clear snapshot.
What are you talking about? That's not the end. That's not the question.
Not a relevant
it's simple.
issue in this case.
When did it start and
I
end?
think that we should be focusing on more of the facts and the indictment in the case.
Did that make any sense at all? Did that make any sense at all? You tell me. And then we have this video footage. This one's a big one. Over the summer, Fani Willis's daughter gets pulled over for texting and driving. And she calls mommy to bail her out. It was somewhere outside of, I don't think it was in Fulton County. It was in Atlanta, but I think it was outside. I think it was in Cobb County or something like that. I can't remember specifically. And guess who shows up to the rescue? Watch this. So that's Fani Willis's daughter.
Couple hours, probably. Mom, Dad, who? What's it? Okay.
Nice to meet you.
So,
Who's that? That's Fani Willis. Who's that?
Nice to meet you. What?
So, apparently,
Nice to meet you.
That's Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And by the way, you can see the sun is rising. It's early in the morning. So Fani Willis's daughter got pulled over by police, right? This was in the summer. She lied on the stand and said their relationship was over in 2023. You mean to tell me? And he even says, the cop goes, is this mom, dad? And she goes, no, this is just a friend. You mean to tell me this has got to be probably 4 or 5 in the morning, probably, right? The sun is rising. That means they were together somewhere at a home, hotel, God knows what, late into the evening, and they were staying at the same place. That's exactly what that signifies.
apparently her license is suspended.
News to me. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add, her daughter's license was suspended. And then Fani Willis goes, that's news to me. It's preposterous that this individual is allowed to hold the highest law office title, district attorney, a sacred title of Fulton County, Atlanta, and she somehow won re-election. Even though she was disqualified from the case, nothing has happened to her. She hasn't been disbarred. She hasn't been charged with anything. She's still taking advantage of taxpayer dollars. And then this footage comes out yesterday, her at LAX. Check this out with American Pie Wade. Here she comes, just walking down the street, singing, do-a-did-it-did-it-dum-a-did-it-do. So there she is at LAX. Are they on their way to vacation? Are they coming back from vacation? It looks like they're on their way at LAX. That looks like a beach bag right there. He looks like he's ready to, let me help you with that, dude. Let me help you with that. So they're walking like there, and they're looking like they're going on vacation. Am I crazy? I thought the relationship was over. There they are at the counter, the ticket counter. Probably trying to get some sort of, so that's the footage right there. Unbelievable. March 25th, 2025. I'm going to share with you Sadow's post on X as well as Ashley Merchant's post on X in just a second, but here we are. This is where we stand right now. She lied about meeting with the White House before indicting the RICO charges against Trump and 18 other co-defendants. She lied about meeting with Kamala Harris. She lied about going to the White House. She lied about the relationship with Nathan Wade. She lied about paying him $1 million of taxpayer dollars to be a special prosecutor and the reasons behind that. She lied about the cell phone hawk data. She lied about the vacation money. She lied about who paid for it. She lied about the cash. And she lied about pretty much, I mean, I don't know what she's told the truth about. I really don't. I can't even decipher. She's done so much lying, it's impossible to keep track. And now this. You would think there would be just a semblance of intelligence. Man, you know, I got disqualified from this case. I had a huge case here. The YSL RICO case was a disaster, costing Fulton County residents millions and millions of dollars. That case should have ended in a week. It was the longest case in Fulton County history. They're accusing me of nefarious doings and wrongdoings, of being in a relationship that was premature and should not have, and was a conflict of interest. You would think should be, you know what? I don't think we should be going on vacation together. You know, because there's cameras. It's an international airport in one of the biggest cities in the world, Los Angeles. And you decide to go on vacation with him and be spotted with him? You didn't think anybody was going to, I mean, at this point, is it just straight up narcissism or is it just aloofness? She doesn't give a rat's ass. She's like, well, I'm already off the case. I won re-election. I don't care. I'm not scared. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Here's Steve Sadow posting this on X. By the way, follow me on X. I'm at Professor Nez. Steve Sadow follows me, so you should follow me too. He says, damn pesky airport surveillance. Willis and Wade together again. Oh, by the way, he was also at her inauguration too, her inauguration ball. And Ashley Merchant responded to Steve Sadow's post saying, because they never stopped being together. She's absolutely right. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. The Fani Willis Cash Money G embarrassment train just never seems to stop. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget, by the way, in the pinned comment is our free newsletter. It's literally free. This is kind of like your insurance policy to make sure that you never miss out on all the latest breaking. You know, your boy Nez always breaks it first. Nobody else. You get the exclusives only here. Here, become a Nez Nation Insider. The free newsletter is in the pinned comment. It takes you 2 seconds. Sign up, bada boom, bada bing, and you're in. Check out these videos coming up right here, just in case you missed them right here. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.